Hello, and welcome back to Everyday English Talk. I'm Lily, your English guide. And in today's episode, we're talking about a big decision many students face. Should you take a gap year before university? Some people think it's a valuable break to learn and grow. Others believe it's a waste of time and money. You'll hear a fun and thoughtful discussion between Anna and Tom, followed by my explanation of some useful vocabulary. Let's hear what they have to say.
Personally, I think taking a gap year is a brilliant idea. I mean, why jump straight from high school into university without taking time to reflect? It's the perfect chance to explore who you are, what you want, and even what you don't want. A gap year lets you step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you travel, volunteer, or do something totally new. You build independence, learn how to manage your own time, and maybe even pick up new languages or skills. That's not a waste, like it's an investment in yourself. Some of my friends who took a gap year came back feeling more focused, more mature, and more ready for uni. They weren't just going through the motions, they were driven and had a clear goal. And let's not forget, the experience looks great on your CV if you spend it wisely.
I see your point, but I still think a gap year can be risky. Not everyone uses it productively. Some people just end up binge watching Netflix or working random part time jobs with no plan. That kind of break can easily become a setback. Also, getting back into studying after a long break is tough. You lose your study habits, your routine, and sometimes your motivation. And yes, the world is expensive. Gap year travel, courses, and programs cost a lot of money. Not everyone can afford that. Another thing, once you take a break, it's harder to return. Some students never go back to school. I think if you have momentum, you should keep it going instead of risking losing track of your goals.
That's a fair concern, but I think it all comes down to planning. A gap year without a plan? Sure, that might be unproductive, but a well structured gap year, that's powerful. Think about students who volunteer abroad or intern in a company. They gain hands on experience that connects to their future career. You don't get that just sitting in a lecture hall. Some even find out what they're truly passionate about during that time. And that's worth more than rushing into the wrong degree. And about money? A gap year doesn't have to be about backpacking across Europe. You could work full time, save money, and learn about budgeting and responsibility. Real adult skills. You're still growing, just in a different way.
That's true, and I won't deny that there are success stories. But I also think there's pressure now to do something amazing during a gap year. Travel the world, build a startup, learn 5 languages. It's not realistic for everyone. That pressure can make students feel like they're falling behind. Plus, universities sometimes prefer students who go straight through. There's a concern that if your gap year isn't clearly purposeful, it could actually hurt your application. I just think it's important to be realistic. Not every 18-year-old is ready to plan a full year alone. Some might thrive, others might flounder.
That was such a thoughtful conversation. Now, let's go over 20 useful words and phrases that came up today. These are great for speaking and writing about life choices or education. 1. Valuable, useful, and important. 2. Reflect, think carefully about something. 3. Step out of your comfort zone. Try something new or challenging. 4. Fear, independence, being able to do things on your own. 5. Investment, in yourself, something you do now for future benefit. 6. Focused, having a clear goal. 7. Mature, acting like an adult, not childish. 8. Driven, very motivated. 9. Risky, involving a chance of something bad happening. 10. Setback, something that slows your progress. 11. Study habits, your usual way of studying. 12. Losing track of your goals, forgetting what you're working toward. 13. Planning, organizing your time and goals. 14. Well-structured, organized, and clear. 15. Hands-on experience, real, practical experience. 16. Budgeting, planning how to use money. 17. Purposeful, done with a clear reason or goal. 18. Flounder, to struggle or not know what to do. 19. Thrive, to do really well or succeed. 20. Realistic, understanding what is possible or practical. 21, go through the motions. Do something without enthusiasm. 22, binge watch. Watch many episodes in one sitting. Try using some of these words when talking about your future plans or writing essays. So, what do you think? Is a gap year a golden opportunity or a risky delay? Let us know in the comments. Remember, it's not just about whether you take a gap year, but how you use it. Whatever your choice, plan ahead and be intentional. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Everyday English Talk for more real conversations, real vocabulary, and real progress. See you in the next episode.